If you wake up in the morning and the first thing you do is to grab your phone and start scrolling, you're probably setting yourself up for a failure for that day. The reason is you may start seeing negative news. You may start seeing some text of negative things that you don't expect. You may start seeing some people whose lifestyle are better than yours. And even before getting out of your bed, you're already putting pressure on your mental health. It only takes another thing to happen during that day and your day may be down the hill. But you cannot afford to have your day like this because there's so many things you want to become. There's so many things you want to get done on that day. There's so many success and so much joy waiting for you for that day. How about I tell you an alternative on how to start your day in a better way, on your own terms? Whereas regardless of what is going on outside of you, you can still have joy, you can still be resilient, and you can take control of the day. Let me tell you how I start my day. Maybe this will encourage you. I start from the point of strengthening my spirit because I know I'm a spirit, I have a soul, and I live in a body. So the first thing I do is to get my spirit ready. While still sleeping, as I'm conscious that I'm awake, I keep my eyes closed. I don't open my eyes at all. And I start thinking of gratitude thoughts. I start becoming thankful in my thoughts to God. That's the first thing I do. I start giving thanks to God. And sometimes I sing in my spirit, but you don't have to sing. It's just because I love singing. So I start thanking God of the journey where I've been, what I've been through, and where I am now. I just start thanking God for being alive. And the next thing whilst doing that is, with my eyes still closed, I start remembering, recalling to my mind the visions and the dreams that God might have shown me in the night. Or maybe I might have heard His voice. I start to recall them so that I can note them and remember them. Dreams and visions are very sensitive to light. They are very sensitive in general, and they are very sensitive to light. If you open your eyes immediately, you may forget your dreams or visions that God has shown you. So, in dreams and vision, I cannot begin to tell you how many warnings, instructions, ideas that God has given me to dreams and visions that I've executed, and it has helped me a great deal. With my eyes still closed, I begin to remember, rehearse, visualize, affirm the promises of God, the prophecies of God, the words that God has told me about my life, about where I'm going to be. Those promises, those prophecies, I begin to visualize them. I begin to see myself in that future because God is seeing me in that future. So I begin to see myself in that future. That is what faith is. Faith is believing something is so because God said so, even when it's not so, so that it can be so. I took that from Tony Evans. Again, I begin to visualize myself. I begin to see myself in that future. I begin to make it a part of me. I begin to concretize it because the mind doesn't know difference. You don't need to be in that future with your physical body before your mind will believe it. So I begin to believe it so that regardless of what I face during that day, I know who I am and I know where I'm going. It doesn't matter the news. Those are just some of the things. In fact, I could continue and take you through the whole thing, but I never got here like that. It wasn't like that. In fact, I got here through pain, through depression, through struggle. Many years ago, I used to be struggling, depressed, and I was a Christian, and I'm still a Christian. I would go to church, but my current reality does not match what I've been told, doesn't match what I'm reading, doesn't match what I'm believing for. In fact, I believe that one of the greatest battles you'll face is your current reality and your future that you are going to attain. your old you and the new emerging you. Because no matter how much you believe in yourself, no matter how much you believe in God, no matter how much you believe that things are going to get better, your old you, your reality you face each day will make you want to doubt what you believe, will make you want to doubt the future that God has given you. That is why every day you need to stay plugged in. You need to stay encouraged. Now, I've written a book called Before I Give Up. It's a 40-day devotional. 6 in 1 actually. He has guided prompts, he has devotional, he has affirmations, he has word search, he has scriptures, it has coloring, so many things. And I'm going to explain some of the reasons why we have this. I discovered that after God helped me to be able to overcome the depression and wanting to end my life, even though I was a Christian, and putting on the plastic smile in church and coming back home, crying every night, rolling on the floor, and then rose to a point where I wanted to end my life. God delivered me and helped me through that. I mean, I couldn't tell people because they'll probably think something is wrong with me. Or they might just tell me, just go and pray about it, which is not enough. I wish I had a resource that could have guided me on, look, this is what you should expect when you believe in God for something. This is what you should expect when your love life is in ruin. This is what you should expect when you have a challenge in your marriage. This is what you should expect when you're praying and nothing is happening. This is what you should expect when you lose a loved one. This is what you should expect when God doesn't make sense. And so many things. In fact, I've written those things in the book, right? On how to build resilience, on how to have resilience regardless of any area of your life and have joy. Doing it every day, waking up ready to take on the day because your day's already been prepared and ready to go before you step out. I want you to get this book. And the reason I want you to get this book is because I discovered that I was able to tell people that I found going through the same challenge. I've seen people who are depressed, wanting to kill themselves, taking drugs, want to end their life, and I've been able to counsel them. And today, my God, years later, their life have turned around. They cannot believe it. They are serving God, they're enjoying life, they are doing well. And I cannot actually do that one-on-one for a lot of people, even though a lot of people want me to do that. It's not possible. So I just put some of the things that I do in a book, and those things will help you. I don't want a case of people losing their life again, because there is solution. There is a way out of it. So it's a 40-day devotional that has scriptures. It has a devotional, of course. It has affirmation, because you need to repeat some things to yourself. We believe what we say to ourselves than what other people say to us. It has guided prompts. The prompts, you get them every day. For example, the prompt may prompt you that, have you encouraged someone today? One of the reasons why I encourage people every day is because the Bible says, give and it shall be given to you. So when I encourage people, I get encouraged back. It has the scriptures which we encourage you to, because the word of God has spirit and they are life. You need that word in your spirit. It has devotional. This devotion is not like any other. It is strictly encouragement based, and I share real life example. Just like I'm telling you my story now, I put it in real life in the book, and I also bring the stories of some other people. I bring the scriptures, and it helps you in many areas of things that you may not want to disclose to people. Then there's the daily journal. The daily journal is where you write about your thoughts. This is for you alone. For example, what advice would you have given your younger self when you were growing up that you have done differently? If you don't learn to reflect and reroute and redo things in life, you may end up making the same mistake. And we also know that we are still human beings. And no matter how grown up we have been, there's still a child inside of us. So how do you unwind at the end of the day? How do you unwind when things are difficult? You don't need to drink. In the book, we have activity pages. And that activity page could be a word search based on the Bible, or adult coloring. Coloring is one way to help your mind to relax, to focus, to enjoy and appreciate the simple beauties of life, and so much more. If you go now and pre-order, you'll be able to get the VIP package, which includes so many things, for the price of the standard book. So that's one of the reasons why I'm encouraging you to get it now. The book is almost sold out, I can tell you. Even the pre-order is almost sold out, because some of the people who have seen it, they say, wow, I can't wait to have this. And people are just ordering. They are ordering more than one day. So we are kind of out to be running around to be getting more. Go to beforeigiveUp.com, order one for yourself, and order one for another person that you know they might need this, okay? Your reality and where God is taking you will be a conflict. And until you learn how to understand that, until you learn how to navigate it, I put in the book the steps to be able to claim what God has called you to do, to be able to become and obtain that promise. Go and get one today, and you'll be glad you did. God bless you. Bye-bye.